Now folks, I don't mean to brag on my cooking, but I do aim to brag on this recipe from Aldi. This is a Kielbasa shrimp and black bean soup. And you talk about good. Oh, it is so good. Stick around, I'm going to show you how they make it. I don't know when I've had a better tasting soup. I mean that. This is so good. I might start, depending on what kind of response I get from you all, I might start doing this once a week. Doing whatever recipe they suggest in their flyer. Speaking of that, at the end of this video and in the description box down below, I'm going to have the link where you can go see this recipe for yourself. Well, let's get on with it. Okay, we start with a 13 or 14 ounce sausage. This happens to be or kielbasa. This happens to be turkey. Of course, they're made with beef and chicken and everything else. I got this one because it's a little bit cheaper at Aldi. And we dice it up. Or slice it up. Whichever how you want to prepare yours. And then a medium to large yellow onion. Or white onion if you prefer, but I like doing it cheap. And yellow onions are a lot less expensive. And we let this cook until the onion is translucent. Okay, so we've let this simmer for quite a while. I do want to tell you at the beginning, I did add a couple of tablespoons of grapeseed oil. This stuff right here, 100% grapeseed oil. I didn't have my Happy Hemp olive oil handy, so I just grabbed that right there. So cooked the meat in the oil, browned it a little bit, put the onion in there, chopped up till it was cooked till it sauteed. The skillet started getting a little bit dry, so I went ahead and poured some of the chicken broth in there. The recipe calls for a 32 ounce container of chicken broth. So now then I'm going to add in my seasonings. I'm going to add garlic powder, cumin, and chili powder. The recipe will be at the end of the video. But we're going to let this cook, and then we're going to be adding some, well, I'll just show you when we do it. Okay, we put in a pinch of chili powder, a teaspoon of cumin, and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And now I'll stir all that up, mix that in real good. The next thing we're going to use is Casa Mamita original diced tomatoes with green chilies. All these products are from Aldi. It's their recipe. Again, I will have the link at the end of the video, the recipe. This is a 10 ounce can. And the next thing we're going to use is I'm actually going to puree 2 15.5 ounce cans of black beans. I'm going to drain them. I'm going to puree them in my smoothie, in my smoothie mixer. All right, so let me get to that. Let me get with it. the directions say, the recipe says, to drain the beans before you puree them. So I drained the excess juice out. There's still plenty in there. And I'm just going to put this in my smoothie thing. I don't know why they want you to drain the water since we're making a soup, unless it's because of the color. Or maybe they think it affects the flavor too much. I don't know, but I'm following their recipe, pretty much. All right, well, that looks like it's pureed pretty good. That's one can. I got to do it again. Well, now I'm going to put this in a big deep pot here, because I'm going to need a skillet to saute some shrimp. Oh, I'm excited. I never buy shrimp, ever. All right, let me get that going. Well, let's see. Here's one item that's not on Aldi's recipe. It's the Happy Hemp CBD olive oil. This is 100% extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to put a little bit of that in this skillet here to saute the shrimp. The recipe called for large shrimp. I chose to go with the medium. It was the same number of ounces in the package, and it was less money. And they've already been deshelled. They still got the tails on them, but there's no shell. So that saved me some extra effort there. Okay, so these shrimp have been simmering in a combination of olive oil and the chicken broth. And I'm about ready to transfer this to the pot and get everything mixed together and let it simmer for about, oh, I don't know, half an hour or so. We'll see. I didn't save any shrimp for garnish. I'm eating them. I'm going to put the rest of that chicken broth in there. All right. Now, I didn't make their sour cream and green onion and whatever diced up. Oh yeah, cilantro. I didn't make their dip and use a little toast. For my side, I went with their seasoned fries and cooked these in the air fryer. Love them taters. All right, well, I got to tell you, I've already dug into that soup, and that stuff is so good. Oh, I mean, it is so good. Tastes awesome. I didn't make their dip with the bread and all that. I elected to go with the seasoned fries. They're really good. And if you look at that coffee jar, you can tell what time it is. It's time to go back to Aldi to get some more coffee. Just kidding. I've always got a spare. Anyway, and this is the shrimp I used. Anyway, this turned out really good. It doesn't have the color that they have on their flyer, and I didn't really expect it to, because those black beans now, when you puree them, you know, you're pouring all that black in there. You're not going to get that bright red. I didn't use the orange or red bell pepper, but I don't think even it could overcome the black beans. So if you want that red color, I would suggest either you don't puree the beans or use maybe some white northerns or something. But this turned out really good, and next time you're at Aldi's, pick you up some of this stuff. They have these recipes in their flyer. If I get a lot of good response from this video, I will consider doing their menu of the week. Y'all have a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. I'm going to eat something. Bye, everybody.
Thank you for subscribing to my daddy's channel.